All right. Good evening, guys. This is our third session for this semester. So our lesson for tonight, is about virtual machine platform. So this is just an exercise of what you have learned the last time. So I think we did run up a virtual machine platform during your second year, I think. So this is just a roundup, and then I hope that you have never forgotten how to use it. It's because it's very convenient, and it's still a platform, so we need to study it again. So this is just um, a sort of review on how are you going to get over with the virtual machine platform. So let's start. Okay, so we have here the visual machine platform, guys. This is our module 3, chapter 3, and we are now on lesson number 3. So our objective for this evening is to, number one, discuss the importance of a virtual machine used as a platform. Number two is to value the importance of a virtual machine to be used as a platform. And number three, understand the basic concepts and structures of a virtual machine to be used as a platform. So let's study first some important things about virtual machine. Okay. Um, So in computing, the virtual machine or is the virtualization or an emulation of the computer system, no? So virtual machines are based on computer architectures and provide functionality of a physical computer. But of course, there are certain limitations out of this. So their implementation may involve specialized hardware, software, or combination. This is very important, guys, that we need to study virtual machine again because in the future, what will happen is that there will be no more operating system on your physical machine or in your hardware or in your laptop. Just like what Google is trying to do, they specialized in Chromebooks. So you all know that Chromebooks are running via internet. So the installation for the notebooks is dependent on the internet. So that's the drawback. And I think that is the thing that we need to study, and um, that's the thing that we need to prepare. So we need to prepare in ourselves in the future that there will be no more your Windows will not run on your physical machine but on the cloud already. So the virtual machines differ and are organized by their function, no? The first thing that we can tell about virtual machine is the system virtual machine, or this is a full virtualization. This kind of virtual machine provides a substitute for the real machine. So they provide functionality needed to execute entire operating systems. And if you heard about Hyper-V of Microsoft Windows, so Hyper-V is built-in virtual machine by Microsoft. So they are called also hypervisors, no? And they uses native execution to share and manage hardware. So allowing for multiple environments which are isolated from one another, yet it exists on the physical machine, and that modern hypervisors use hardware-assisted virtualization-specific hardware primarily to host CPUs. If you, kung naabutan nyo pa guys, ang DepEd sang una, gintawan sang computer, halin sa gindonate ka JICA. So I think nabutan ko pa dyan. I saw one of this kind of computer wherein isa lang ana nga ano guys. They have only one CPU pero kaya na magpadlagan it tag anom ka machines, anom ka monitor. So isa lang ana nga CPU. Aton, di ba? In our setup, in our laboratory, we only have one CPU per one desktop. So you have a monitor, a CPU, and ng peripherals, which is a mouse and keyboard. But kada to, ang sa DepEd, they were given by JICA a platform, no, That is a virtualization process on the hardware. So what happens is isa lang ana CPU pero anom ka workstations ang ginapadlagan niya. So the real problem of this is the memory and adoption of linkages within one unit. So, but then I think they are stable, but I don't know if they are still existing right now, or maybe I, because I am to tell you frankly, I'm not very fond of the DepEds ano ang maintenance nanda bala sa mga computer nga ginapang donate nanda. So though I doubt kung may dayan pa nga nag-exist kadang pareho kadaang classic computer. So they are virtualizations on the hardware itself. Unlike the virtual machine that we're using is primarily for software use. Ang software used for virtual machine is called the process virtual machines. So they are designed to execute computer programs in a platform-independent environment. So that's what we're going to study right now, process virtual machines. Pero ang tong kagina nga sample ko from DepEd, they are system virtual machines. They uses hardware. Pero the concept there is still similar in such a way that they are using virtualization. Okay. So the next topic will be for full virtualization. Okay, so let's study. I think full virtual machines wala siya dire. Anyway, full virtualization is full virtualization. These are the simulation of machines or hardware to allow the modified guest or operating system to run. This one is has a parallel workstation, a desktop, or your virtual box, your Oracle VM, your virtual PC, and your Vmware. So they are similar also, no? These are full virtualized software virtualization. Okay. Now, when we speak about operating system level virtualization, this refers to the role of your operating system in such a way that it uses as a physical layer or as a physical server that is virtualized at the operating system level. So there must be a base for virtualization. So the base of virtualization depends upon what kind of operating system are you using. Like for example, if you're using as a 32 bit or times 86 computer, I think it's very slow if you're going to host times 64 virtualized Windows, especially kung ang operating system mo daan pa like your Windows 7. So it's advisable that you have a very good base of virtualization. What I mean by that, this is a simple analogy, guys. If you want to build a house, so it must be manami ang pagkutkot mo kag paglubong kakabilya sa pundasyon kabalay mo. That is because if you are going to build a strong house that will not be that will you're going to use for some time, for how many years, it must be nga ang pundasyon niya manami. So it's the same with virtualization. I think you need to have a very good base of operating system base before you can come up with virtualization. So I suggest to use 64-bit Windows 10 so that makaya niya nga i-host ang kalabanan ka mga virtualized operating system na kaya niya ibutang. But don't worry, guys, if you're still using an old computer, at the same time, if you're still using a backlog of operating system just like Windows 7, you can still use virtualization. Just use the times 86 or the 32-bit virtualized output coming from different virtual machines na i-download natin later on. So if you're going to use that, I think the ISO that you're going to use are 32-bit man gyapon, pero those are found in Linuxes. So mas mamagaan siya sa Linux. So you just try kay duro nga Linux nga pwede ninyo ma-download for free ng ISO na. So you don't need to convert it to ISO format because ang equivalent ka ISO format naton will be just like a one disk installer. So it's similar to that. Okay. Okay. So one of the virtual machines that we did use is your VirtualBox. So actually, VirtualBox has a compendium of wide range of uses, and it houses several operating systems that can function. So you can also download from the internet, and what you're going to do, download ISOs coming from Microsoft. It's for free, man, so you don't need to bother about downloading. But if you don't want to download, guys, and you want to move on with your activity, I think you can, pwede ka mo guys kapangayo ka na kon ka ISO nyo. I still have a copy of several operating systems na pwede ninyo i-install. Tonight lang, what I'm going to do is to download demo lang of sites that you can use for downloads, not the virtual machine guide, so that I can test. It's all up to you if you are going to install it successful. I don't want to it takes several times, several hours or minutes, guys, just like we did last time. So what I'm going to do is to go to downloads lang and go to the sites that you can download a virtual machine for free without any payment. Okay. For Vmware, I think we're going to use the player lang, ang player version sa the workstation. It's free. That one, I don't know if you can host several. I think you can host, man. I think one or two operating system that you can find. But if you have a copy of an ISO file formats that you kept for almost pira ka years doon, 2 years I think, first year, second year, you can still use it. Okay. What I'm trying to derive lang it is the screenshots that you're going to produce out of that. Also, you cannot produce screenshots if you don't install it na. So I think you need to experiment on ISOs. Okay, the very first one is, I think, your VirtualBox. This is very much free, and we're going to download it later on. So, or today, tonight lang siguro, no? Okay, let me just, okay, another one is Vmware. This one is paid, pero the version that we can download for Vmware, I think, is the player lang. Player version, it's free. Ang player version is free, why siya bayad? But other than that, other subscription, may bayad siya. If you want to test this, I think there are pirated versions of this na may license. So you can enjoy virtualization whenever you have those kind of things. But I won't suggest it just because that you are going to know. But I think if you're going to download this, you can download this for, I think, 300 to 400 MB. So gamay man gyapon, guys, especially if your internet speed is much faster. So you can experiment. You can actually do this in internet cafes. But I don't know if still open pa ang internet cafes tulad kay ICQ, MSCQ man kita gyapon, no. I don't know if nagaano pa siya. Okay, I'm sorry. Napindot ko yan. Okay, so another is, I think the last one, no? Okay, I think the last one is Chemo. I think you can use Chemo for games ata. May isa pa gid dayan nga if you're familiar with BlueStacks. BlueStacks works similar to virtualization actually. Pero in BlueStacks, I think you need to virtualize an Android emulator. So instead of Windows and Linux ang i-virtualize nyo siya, gagamit ka mo ka Android, no? And then if you will enter your Gmail address or your Gmail, uh, I think ang kung ano ang nabutang sa phone ninyo mga applications, I think pwede niyo maparan sa computer ninyo. And ginhambal ko dyan because this is an alternative for Chemo. So Chemo is also a very good virtualized but I have not yet tested this. Kay ang Chemo ko no, it's good both sa Windows ug sa Linux nga OS. Okay. If you want to test Android virtualization, okay lang man. You can use BlueStacks. So I will allow you to use BlueStacks because it is also a part of the virtual machine family. Okay. And then activity number 3. So this is your activity, and the direction says that you are going to perform a virtualization process on any virtual machine. So produce a screenshot and upload it to your Google Classroom. So I suggest to use free apps like VirtualBox or Chemo. And you can also use BlueStacks, guys, if you have BlueStacks. I think BlueStacks is for free man siya. So try ninyo kung may kagang may trial man na siya gyapon ang BlueStacks ninyo. Okay, so let's go with our demonstration. I think your demo is for the downloads lang of if you want to avail of the download, if you don't want to download sa internet cafe, I can still give you. You just go to school on Monday or Monday, no, hindi siguro pwede. Pwede man siguro kung late or or tomorrow, guys, if you have time. I don't know if I can go to school. Post ko lang sa naton kung makakadto ko to kay kung hindi magbagyo bla maglain simpo. Nagurando kay Nabi. I still have to handle an extension program for tomorrow, but I'll just be hosting. I'm not going to be the guest speaker or the but if you have time, you can drop by the school and pwede nyo dyan pangayuan ka na kung ang yung download naton tulad ng gabi. Okay? If you don't want to download it on an internet cafe. Okay, I know the situation right now. It's not good. But if you have resources like internet or something, you can do that. Another problem that I would like to present to you guys is I don't know if you can do virtualization on your Android phones. I don't know if you can do that. It's difficult siguro, no? You can do virtualization nga gamit ang Windows, pero BlueStacks ang pag-on nyo, pwede gid. Ang hindi ko ma-suggest is kung solan nyo ka virtual machine ang inyong Android phone. Kung gusto nyo ng eksperimentuhan, i-try nyo lang. Pero at your own risk, I will not be responsible kung maguba ya phone ninyo. Kaya it's very dangerous to root the Android APKs. So there will be a tendency nga magpalpak. So I don't suggest, if you're listening, please listen good. Do not attempt to install virtualization on your Android phones. You might be successful, but there's a drawback to that. And Android operating system is not very functional for virtualization. So that's one topic that don't worry guys, kung nagaano gid kamo ka Android nga technology, especially the mga versions nga bag-o, gawlat kita kadang actually na roll out na ang Android 12. Pero I don't think that you can do virtualization on your cell phones. It's very dangerous mag-eksperimento. So, kung gusto nyo BlueStacks kamo sa Windows. I think BlueStacks is running on Windows 7, I think. Let's try later on if you can find downloads only. I think we need to do multiple downloads. If my internet will not be slow right now, I think, sige. So, let us try. Let me present to you my screen. Okay, so we'll go to... All right. Okay, so you just type here VirtualBox. Okay, and then you press enter. Okay, we have Oracle VirtualBox. After entering it on your URL, you'll be directed to virtualbox.org. So on virtualbox.org, okay, so this one. Remember, the VirtualBox 6.1. Actually, guys, I have not seen ang bagong version kung ano tsura niya. So maybe karon makita ta ka screenshots, no? Or pareho man gyapon niya dang ano nanda. So virtualbox.org lang, okay? Lantawan ninyo anay, yeah, version ka inyo nga ano. Before you attempt to download, I think you go to this one. You type here system, and you go to system information or system configuration. But I suggest sa system information lang kamo, ha? Open nyo siya, ang system information. Lantawon niyo ang system type ninyo diyo na. Okay, this one. Kung times 64 na siya, so 64-bit ang i-download ninyo. Kung times 86, 32-bit ang i-download ninyo. Yeah. Insa nga kinanglan naton dalang tawon ang system type. Pero man ano nyo guys, kung ano yung, so that you will know of what kind of bits nagaran ang inyong operating system. So para nga madasig or hindi ka mo base bila 64-bit ang ano 32-bit ang i-download nyo, hindi na siya mag-install. So kung 32-bit nga sa 32-bit man ang Windows ninyo kay Windows 7, so 32-bit ang i-download niyo. Nagets ninyo? Okay. So that's it. Check nyo. Anay times 64, it means 64-bit siya. So mag-download kita. Okay, so diya kita doon sa ng ano, so you go to downloads lang. And then we'll check kung ano yung nagkakabagay ka natin. What I mean nagkakabagay is because ang versions ka VirtualBox depende sa kung ano nga operating system ang ano nyo. So pwede OS X, Linux, Solaris, pero aton Windows. So Windows kita. So ang Windows ang pinduton ninyo, Windows host. Okay, so pag pindot niyo guys, may exe application niya and then you click save. So makita niyo yung sa dalom, ang download is 2 minutes pa. Okay, 103 MB karang una tag 75 MB lang siya or 683. So may mga improvements lang guro ang 6.0 nga VirtualBox. Actually, I have not seen virtualization for over a year. When ako kamaan kay ang version subong is 6.1.16 are. Then sige, ma-download siya. Okay, while downloading the VirtualBox, you type Vmware. URL, yeah, vm then where. So where sila spelling dapat na okay, vm tapos where, tapos you press enter. Kailan ka-download, pakita di ka VirtualBox guys. So we have here vmware.com. Okay, and then click lang siya. And then you will be directed to the Vmware website. Okay, what we're going to do is to download the Vmware player for free. Okay, so expectedly din kita madto sa downloads. You just click the downloads and then select mo di ka ano. Okay, so I think may mga bayad ni siya. Sphere, Fusion, pero kung pirated, medyo sa pirate sites ng Vmware. Kung gusto nyo nga mag-experience ka, example, Workstation Pro. Na. Pero actually, you can download Workstation Pro and test this. All you have to do is to include your email address sa mailing list nanda. So you will enjoy trial version sa Pro for 1 month ata or 7 days. Hindi lang pa short. So testing nga lang niyo kung gusto niyo Pro. Amunday mo ninyo guys. Galing kinanglan na email ad ninyo. Sa open source kita makadto na. Open source. And then makita naton di pangitaon naton ang ano open source disclosure information data center versus cloud infrastructure. Vmware player. Okay, hindi ko siya makita. Ang free, ano na to eh. Gina-after. So, wait lang. Okay, kung ma-notice ninyo, yung VirtualBox na to, ano na siya. Ari siya. Vmware player. Amo lang guys, oh. Pangitaon nyo lang yung Vmware player sa downloads. Vmware player, free na siya. Okay na sa bayad. Okay, just click Vmware player. And then, download nyo siya. Okay, stay tuned. Select nyo yung version. Kung ano. I think 16.0 na siya. Okay, so we'll wait. Anyway, tapos doon yung VirtualBox na to siya. Okay, so may VirtualBox na kita di. Diyan, so wala ka VirtualBox na to. Just dalom. Okay, so installer niya siya sa VirtualBox. So if you're going to run this, click lang sa dalom. Then, ang tsura niya sa installer will be this one. The same man gyapon nga to guys. VirtualBox ninyo nga daan. Kung may ara pa kamo. Ang obrahan ninyo, next nyo man lang. And then, pilion ninyo kung perayad memory niya or ang sizes kadang ano. Okay? Okay, sige. If you are going to, if you're kung bitin pa kamo guys sa demo naton sa downloads, I think there are several types sa YouTube nga sa iban nga channels bula that you can see kung paano mag step by step install kung nalipat do kamo. Pero I think why na siya malipat hindi na siya guro kay VirtualBox ginagamit naton last time. Okay, so next mo lang da guys. Okay? So this is the installer. Yes, okay. Lang taon ta karon ipakita ko kaninyo kung ano tsura niya sa dang mga pictures bala. Okay, so just like this. So you have Google and images. Then you can see here VirtualBox. Okay, for VirtualBox, okay, so mo tsura niya guys, Okay, so this one, the same man gyapon katong nagligad ni nato naging obra. So amo daya itsura na. Okay? Okay, so there are several things. Okay, for this is Windows na. Then Windows siya 10. Tapos gin virtualize naman gyapon ang Windows 10 inside sa Windows 10. So sulod ka Windows 10 may Windows 10 pagid siya. Okay, so this one. Okay na siya. Okay. Then ay gyapon pa download na to no. Okay. I think kung may dia, okay, so something is wrong. Okay, I need to check the gyapon of the Vmware guys kay medyo siya. If you want to I'll just look for the pirated versions that I can give you so that you can you can install it nga by yourself na lang siguro. Click on the download link on one of the versions below to okay, so i-click na to. So itong white man gyapon na. Tapos why Vmware player, don't worry guys I still have we still have time to guro. I can give you, or maybe you can just use VirtualBox. Pero yatsura ka Vmware naton is this one. Okay, just Vmware player lang remember mo lang dyan download nyo kay free na siya. Okay, so this one another sa Google. Palanta na ton tsura niya. Okay, so virtual Vmware player, then images. Okay, so mo dyan tsura niya guys na okay, so this one bilog niya siya nga doon naka-Vmware na siya. Okay, so another one version 16 this one. So mo dyan tsura na kadang naged sa bago. Okay, 16 ang version nga to kagina mo, so this one is Vmware version 16 na. If you want to, kung daan na gid ang ano nyo, kung daan gid ang computer ninyo guys, I think kinahanglan nyo sa mga lower versions ka mo download. Hindi ka mo mag ano sa latest. Kay para nga hindi mag-hang yung computer ninyo. In a way, magamit man gyapon gani ya ano with the kinahanglan ang support or ang mga pirated ano free na gani gina-download. Okay, another one is Chemo, no? So you just type here Chemo. Or another one is BlueStacks. So you just type BlueStacks. So download man ko ka BlueStacks. Basta gusto niyo BlueStacks. Na. So this one is Chemo. Chemo.org. Open source na siya. Ano pa free lang na siya. Yeah. Ang BlueStacks, I think, I don't know if, okay. Let's try BlueStacks. So, Chemo and BlueStacks. Alright. Okay, so this is Chemo, no? Umudala tsura niya, full system emulation. So this one. So emulate siya daw, this one. Ang virtualize niya nga, ano, diyo. Okay, so doon pa yung mga itsura niya sa, guys, sa, virtual box sa Vmware. So this is just an alternative, no? So when you click, latest releases are this one. So I think December 8 ang pinaka I don't know if this is stable, no. So you go to downloads for Chemo. Okay. Come on. Ngayon na yung computer ko guys. Kaya nag-update siya na this one. Kinanglan ko mag-restart ka computer ko. And I don't know kamo. Oh my God, what is happening? Oh, sige. All right. So you select Windows, all right? So you select Windows. Ay Windows aton nga Then pili ka mo di kung 32-bit or 64. So yung tanan kung ina-download 64 kay ang computer ko 64-bit. So 64. Then pili ka mo di kung diin. Ano nga year. O diya. 64. Okay, year 2021. Diya. Pili ka mo di sa duwa. Basahan nyo hindi ka mo Design man siya actually, pero lain siguro ang version kanang isa, no? Siyempre, ang latest will be 2008. Pero I think ang 203 nga dya, stable ni siya guro nga version, unlike sa this one, no? Okay, the same man lang ang ng size, 158 lang. Siguro may improvement siya or experimental ang 28. Usually ang bag-ong version ang diyan namin ko ang sa number kay 2823 ng sapya ko. Ang guro kada is mas stable ang daan compare sa bag-o. So kamo bala akon diin. Ang diyan lang akon i-download ang sa 28 lang. Anyong kada then pag save nyo, the same man to natabo sa VirtualBox na download. Ang why na to mo download kay na ang Vmware, mangita lang ko pirated nga version. Hindi nyo lang pag ibaligya ay bawal. Okay? Sige. Then mo pwede nyo doon i-close. Sige. Then sa BlueStacks naman guys, this one is a BlueStacks, no? So you just download BlueStacks. Okay, so we have beta versions. May bago guro dyan nga mga beta nga da guys, I don't suggest nyo gamitin mga beta nga kay so you will be having a hard time siguro. Okay, this one. Ang BlueStacks 4 lang siya. So, okay, so this one. Oh, kadasig lang. Guys, ang sa button na download so nga nag-download ang BlueStacks takag ang Chemo. Okay. Another one is ang close siya. Okay, may problema sa internet siguro. Okay, isip yung BlueStacks, okay na siya. Ang image na sa image para kung na-install ko, it will take several minutes. Pero it's your assignment, so yung lang guro, ano, and nandiyan na okay, good. Okay, so this one is chemo, no? Na okay. Mo. Gamit ng chemo. GNU Linux siya, pero chemo ang ginamit na emulator. Okay, what about this? Ang this one, medyo hindi klaro gawa yan, ano? Yan, ka-pixelate ang picture naton kay tungod nga ga-download pa kita this lalo mo. 6 minutes. I think dako siya kay 180 MB ang chemo. Ang BlueStacks magan lang. Pero Android ano dia. Ang manami sa BlueStacks is why do ka mo kinahanglan nga i-install nga ISO file. Ang sa BlueStacks na may anang ako Android versions. Pili lang mo kung anong Android version install din sa unit sa computer niyo. Okay. This one. Download okay, so ang tamat ng so amo na itsura ka chemo na medyo blurred pa. Tingin naga-download pa kita mo. Okay, so BlueStacks naman, tingnan mo din itsura ka BlueStacks natin. So this one gid na so makita niyo yung Android applications and website. Pwede ka mo run ka Android application sa Windows ninyo sa BlueStacks lang. Pero I heard from Microsoft mag-support with apps. So, kamo ka Android application sa ano ninyo sa Windows. Gina-synchronize na yung ang phone bilang feature sa Windows, kita may mag-install ka mo ang phone. Kung nag-synchronize ang phone niyo sa laptop or sa desktop, so it means nga pwede ka mo kagamit ng application sa phone padto sa dang ano niyo. Ay gamit mo ko yung phone. Okay. Okay, so that's the BlueStacks, guys, no. Okay. Close ko na. And then ang mo. Okay, so pero actually nag-download pa kita di ka chemo sa dalom na. That is ang virtual machine. So kita ISO na download nyo. Or if you don't want to download, just go me and pakailan nyo kung ano yung mga ISO available. Pag-experiment one niyo nga mag-install ka mga ISO file. Okay. Paano ang may ISO file ang puro ano sa Windows lang ito, puro Windows. Ang mga daan naton bilang yung pang-install to ya pa dato. So don't worry, may material kit na i-install. Pero if you want to go to or if you want to install Linux versions, so I will demonstrate for ISO file. All right. Okay. Good news. Tapos doon yung chemo. So I just na-download ko ng chemo. Pwede nyo mga pangayo ko na kung ang installer. Sa ano lang galing guys 64-bit lang siya. Kung ang computer niyo 32-bit, sorry, hindi ta ka mo maano. Download it ka mo. If you're 32-bit, ano, suggest either ang install niyo ang BlueStacks or pwede nga ano, kay ma-download makamugyapon ka BlueStacks say sorry, ano kita ma-eksperimento dun makita sa Android nga platform. Ang ano ang suggestion ko kung hindi ka mo kung 32-bit yan ang ano nyo, ang VirtualBox gamitan nyo. Pero download ka mo ka 32-bit na VirtualBox. Okay? Okay? Okay. Or probably downloadan tad lang ka mo ka 32-bit. Sige do lang. Parang copy paste lang ka mo kanakon sa Monday or sa tomorrow if you can go to school siguro na. Okay. Ang demo ko naman, sa isa lang ka Linux, sabi nga, duro-duro yung Linux na ISO file na pwede niyo ma-download, guys. Depende kung ano nga type. Duro-duro yung Linux, no? Search lang mo sa Google kung ano yung type niyo ng Linux. Okay, pero ang i-demo ko ang sa Ubuntu lang, ha? Okay, so kaya Ubuntu is very widely used na Linux. Okay, sige. In our screen, let me let me present. Okay. Sige, if you're going to you go to Ubuntu, ano yung spelling? Ubuntu. Okay. So this one Ubuntu. And then open source siya. So click nyo lang ubuntu.com. You can watch Netflix sa Ubuntu. Okay, sige. Okay, reload. Okay, nag-bisyo ang internet. Oh yeah. Okay, so accept all and visit site. So okay, may bagong ano ang CentOS, no? CentOS ginaama ano nanda? Market na. So you go to download. Pwede man CentOS gamiton nyo, no? Download nyo Ubuntu and CentOS. Lain mo ng CentOS, sabi mo. Free daya guys, kay Linux siya. So this one, new nga i-download is alright. So sa Ubuntu Windows, burn a DVD on Ubuntu macOS or Windows. Okay, so tutorials. Windows or Ubuntu desktop. Okay, so go to desktop siguro. Right, sige, try natin desktop. Okay, so Windows or Windows bootable. Okay, this one Windows. Try natin sa Windows. Atos dalom. Kaya Windows dapat yan na. Okay, ang sa Windows ng stick mo download lang ng ISO. Okay, so okay, sige. Mga instructions mo lang galila. Balik liwa sa downloads, guys. Ang ato is Ubuntu desktop lang. Ang for IoT nga daya may Raspberry Pi ka mo or may ang Arduino. So mo din ginagamit daw. Pero atong desktop lang siya. So this one, pwede ito 20.04 LTS. Alright. Then okay. Thank you for downloading Ubuntu desktop. Automatic lang siya magkanto di sa dalo mo. Ano na. So ISO file, guys, ang ISO file, no? That ISO siya. Ang meaning sa ISO is this of each. So this one is our installer. And naka-ISO na siya. So i-save lang. And I think 2.7 gigabytes ang good. 1 hour ang download. Hindi manami. Okay, so suggestion ko, lang i-cancel ko na lang siya. Kay dako-dako siya, guys. Mga 2 point something siya nga so Ang himuon ninyo, ang version nga download ninyo ang hindi siya latest, ang ano na ang karang una pa. So kay 20 na to sa desktop. I think ang i-download niyo guys ang mga hindi ang bago kay 2 gig, imagine medyo kapos kita sa oras mag-download. Ano, ang mga 16 guro nga version, 16 or 15. Check nyo lang kung ano siya para 800 MB lang or 700 MB makaigo sa isa ka CD. Para nga hindi ka mo mabudlayan, magsagad ka hulat ka download at the same time mag-install. Kaya ang 2 gig, kung sa ano computer nyo, segment siya. Pero kung wala siya SSD ang computer nyo, maigod na siya. So, careful gid. Okay, so this one, balik sa ano ha? Dahil lang, pakita ko lang. Don't worry guys, rapid lang ka mo mag check attendance, dali lang gid ha. Gamay lang ang time. Okay. Okay, so this one. Mag-download gali ka mo. Downloads, click nyo downloads, di ba? Then desktop. Liwat. Download. Balik sa download. Then this one. Lantawon ninyo guro yan ang ang daan nga version guro ya nyo hindi damo. Ang daan nga version siguro. Pwede man siguro mag-search kita. Search nyo lang sa search box. Ubuntu version 16. Found natin kung pwede kita ka-download itong mga version. Ang hindi ang latest. Or basi may tuya ako sa iskahan. Ang taon ko lang. Okay, so dami dyan. Ang versions yan, may ari na di. Amo lang naman dyan inyong guys, ni-download. Ng mga ba lang. Hindi ka mo ka-latest. Para nga, hindi tanggod ang download nga ISO file. Okay, another alternative for Ubuntu will be CentOS. Try na itong CentOS ha. CentOS for CentOS. Libre man na siya gyapon. Ito kagina may nakikita ka mo. Okay, so CentOS. I don't know if which siya pagpira panhanggod or Try na to download. Okay. Alright. So you choose kung stream ang gamiton nyo, meaning hindi na ka mag-install kay CentOS stream. Okay, kung ang i-download nyo is this one. No? So, very good nga packages RPM. RPMs. RPMs is the ISO, I think. I don't know. Wait. Containers. So you choose or stream siya or Linux. So I just know the difference between the two, ha? You know the date? Kung ano yung date nga pwede ninyong Okay, so you choose times A6 times X4, like example. Packages na to, RPM lang siguro, no? Kung kung ano yung containers, kung ISO na siya or hindi. So stream lang is kailangan mag-install. So try nyo dyan. Linux sa IBM. Okay, try natin RPM. So mag-download kita RPM. And nato na itong pera lang. Na. Kung ko siya, i-abort natin. Okay, may 2020, 2021. Okay, it's complicated. Abort. I think pwede ka mo if you find something complicated, hindi nyo doon kinanglan nga padayunon. Okay, sige, samtang nagawa ka ako, did you put there your attendance already on the chat box? All right. message your put your attendance on there sa chat box. Oh, that is just an example ha. Linux sa Ubuntu naton kag sa CentOS. Pero duro pa pwede ninyo nga Linux nga pangita ka mo mga Haiku, Arch Linux, Kubuntu, pag yung mga Linux nga So just search sa Google kung ano yung mga Linux nga free. Ang basta Linux nga ISO, free na siya. Away bayad. Okay guys, any questions? Medyo lawig-lawig yung lecture natin for this evening. Let me answer all your questions before we go. It's already 8:20 na. Isa mo lang guys, ISO nga install ninyo Hindi doon pag duro-duro gid. Pero kung may oras kapag duro-duro, pwede man.
Sir, sir dang kina bisig na ko gina. Dang
akon medyo may naman akon.
Ma-download kapag ISO sir, ma-download kapag itong VirtualBox.
Oo. Sige. Isa ang tong mga choices lang to guys. Choices lang to. Pwede isa lang gid nyo. Pwede man isa lang. Kay I know it takes time to to decide if pero I suggest kopyahan nyo lang kadi kanakon or kung hindi ka mo kadto sa school, download nyo lang to. Diyan man nagyapan sa dang nandano. Kaya dapat sa nyo i-perform sa laptop or sa desktop. Isa lang. Kaya hindi duro-duro. Kamo yung mapili. Kung BlueStacks, i-move BlueStacks lang. Kung VirtualBox lang yun.
Okay. Sa Linux na to gray mga sir? Itong isa?
Ang karon, oo, ang karon na to, install nyo sa operating system. Pero, bakal ko gani, lang ito mo ka-download dato. Kung may window ko itong ISO.
Sige, sir.
Oo. Ay, para hindi ko mo mag-download. I don't know kung kadto ka mo from Okay lang guys, maliit nyo activity, okay man problema. Okay lang man kung maliit, kung hindi pa mo kobra, kung hindi ka mo ka-download. Ang why abi ko dama to ipan pa mo ka nagliga na nag-adto man kamo di sa eskwelahan to no why gid ako time abi mag-discussion kaninyo parte kadaya haiti lang duro maginobra ko abi kung why kita mag why ko man abi madumduman nga kanugod at kagapon nalipat ako gid pasensya lang gid duro man abi gina-print ko mga module ka first year gina-print ko ang inyo i-print ko pa tomorrow yung modules nyo
sige sir
so I'm sorry pero if you have time to drop by, I think dasig malang daya mag-copy. Or maskin isa lang kaninyo guys para at least pwede nyo makopy ka na liwat mga ISO or Ang daan ninyo nga copy ka ISO kag VirtualBox, pwede man to gyapon kung dayan pa. I think dayan paguro mo sa flash drive nyo malaga. Unless nga ginabutangan nyo ka kung yung flash drive ninyo nagagutok doon niya kung base may virus or something. Oo. Pero guys, natin. Okay doon. Some more questions please. Some more questions. Faith, may question ikaw, Faith? Joel, sige to, ikaw ka doon? Sige. Dali la Faith si Joel danay. Joel, to? May pamangkot ikaw?
Why does sir? Palubat daw.
Okay to. Sige. Okay. Syndicate, may may pamangkot. Yakitaan ko lang dahil ni Cindy. Sind, may pamangkot ikaw. Sorry. Bye. Base Okay. Sige, sige. If you don't have any questions, guys, if you jot down your attendance already, sige doon, isa lang gid hindi nyo pag dito i-attendance nyo. Isa lang kapag then you can go now. It's already 8:25. So thank you so much for listening, and this is the best way that we can have the pwede ta ka mo mahambalan or pwede ka mo kapamangkot kanakon. So if ever you have encountered problems, you tell me sa chat box no? Or sa I'm sorry, chat box sa sa dang GC naton sa group chat. Okay, Josh, do you still have questions, Josh? No more. Okay, kindly tell the ano gani kindly tell ang sa Iloilo ninyong classmate nga regards lang kananda. Oo. Kay why masanda doon ka pabatsyag pa. Busy guro sa call center. Ang just lang ang daya requirements. Okay man da. So thank you again, guys. Good evening. Thank you. Good night. Shout out sa kaina nga dang nag-uruna ka sulod sa naton diya kaina. Kay James, kay Giselle, kay Krisha, kay sino pa to isa? Kay si Josh ata. Oo. Pero good evening lang sa tanan. Tanan kamo guys. Okay, so stop ko na recording and basi may pamangkot. Okay, so giwain naman Okay. Okay, so thank you so much and good evening guys ha. Stop ko na recording.